Sonoma County is hard to describe. We have an incredibly beautiful coastline, an amazing river system with our Russian River watershed, mountains, grasslands.
Just this really strong sense of place. That really is, for me, what makes Sonoma in some ways home.
Land is the heart of the community. At Sonoma Land Trust, we're keeping the land healthy, and the land is keeping our community healthy as well.
They are known far and wide as the entity that cares deeply about Sonoma County and the North Bay.
We have now protected over 50,000 acres in Sonoma County.
I see the work that the Sonoma Land Trust does, and it gives me great pride.
One of the strengths of Sonoma Land Trust is that we take a landscape scale approach to conservation in order to be effective. And that means connecting protected lands with corridors. And it's not something that Sonoma Land Trust can do on our own.
They created a community-driven land use planning process. They nurture and build the trust of the community to work with them and to work with government.
Sonoma Developmental Center is actually smack dab in the middle of the narrowest part of our corridor, a very core piece of our overall strategy.
We are working to form the Sonoma Institute to really work on climate change that would benefit the entirety of Sonoma Valley. The future is going to be incredibly bright.
So this is Sears Point Ranch. In 2015, we restored nearly 1,000 acres of it to tidal wetlands.
Tidal marsh restoration is really important here in the San Francisco Bay Estuary. It's the largest estuary on the west coast of the Americas.
When we let the tides come back in, with that we welcomed in thousands of shorebirds and ducks, a lot of wildlife coming in, all depending on these marshes for portions of their life cycle. It's a great site we've made for people to come out and recreate. We have kayaking, we have hiking.
Sonoma Land Trust does not work in a vacuum. They really look at what is the best for conservation for the future here in the North Bay.
Sonoma Land Trust was one of the first organizations to sit down and have a conversation about, the Latino community, how they can become more engaged.
We developed a program called Vacant to give Latinx youth the ability to get out and explore San Pablo Bay. And out of that, we'll develop an array of fresh voices for conservation in Sonoma County.
We have this great group of young Latino people who are ready, who are energized, and I think this is a great opportunity for us to sync both worlds together.
Having these places to go just makes such a difference in lives.
That's one of the highest ways in which we can strengthen our civic society, is protecting nature.
That land, our land, will be here, and generations of all Sonoma Countyans will have this beautiful place to call home.